So every year I play in the Office Fantasy Football League, and every year I do awful. Case in point, guess who I drafted #1 this year? Tom Brady. Yeah, that was great for all of about 46 minutes. So to compensate for another bad year of fantasy football, I've now created my Fantasy Engineering League. Now I know what you're thinking. No, I'm not referring to dudes in capes and pointy ears and Carrie Fisher metal bikinis. Now that's young Carrie Fisher, not old Carrie Fisher. So we're actually right in the middle of our draft. Let me show you how my board's organized. Now what you can see is I've got pictures of everybody in our department, including some people from our marketing organization and some executives that we're gonna be able to draw from. Now I've ranked each and every one of these people for different scoring. Now a lot of people look to draft a marketing person first, and that's because they score a lot of points. Well, and of course it's easy to score a lot of points when you're getting points for showing up to a meeting on time, knowing a word greater than 3 syllables, matching your shoes to your belt. You get 6 points for that one alone. But the thing with marketing people is they're all the same. When picking your sales guy, make sure to pick somebody from an emerging market. Brazil, Russia, China, Kansas, because we see a lot of potential in Kansas. A lot of potential. They got corn and nice people, good values, families, lots of things that we make products for. So let's talk about the real meat of our roster, the R&D department. This guy right here, Paul, Rookie of the Year last year. You know why? He solved an intermittent race condition on a Mac, all by himself. Now David's on my special teams roster. This man is like a ghost. The moment the free food email comes up, boom, he's at the cube eating the food. 1 point each time. Now this guy just applied for vacation in week 7, the week before iteration. Bad apple, don't go with him, trust me. When picking your executive for the roster, you have to be very careful because they could literally end your life. Now this guy instituted the salary cap. Not cool. So you've got your team. How are we gonna score them? Broken build, -2 points. Bringing donuts in for the team, 2 points. Illegal resemblance to marketing attire, -10 points. That means no belts or shoes. You get 1 point for every use of a non-standard measurement in everyday conversation. Angstrom, candle power, measuring mass in slugs. Let's be honest, I've put on a couple of slugs. Case in point, I got points this morning for describing the distance to my home in furlongs. Mistaking a Star Wars versus Star Trek reference, -10 points. Plus 10 points for naming any child or pet after a famous scientist or sci-fi character. I've kind of had a rough season. I'm gonna name my kid Chewbacca. Decent soldering skills can actually get you a lot of points in this league. Hitting your project deadline, 100 points. I mean, that's never gonna happen though, so we gave it 100. Anytime a single engineer gets a date, 50 points. Same thing, never gonna happen. We kind of leave it up there as a big goal for people. Fixing a bug, 1 point. Fixing someone else's bug, 2 points. Making fun of that person's bug amongst the rest of the department, 5 points. So how'd the draft end up this year? Well, I got drafted in the 3rd round. Pretty proud of myself. What about Carl? 2nd round. But I mean, who cares? The loser can't even show up in time for his picture. And if he would have shown up, he probably had mustard stains all over your shirt. You're such a freaking slob, Carl!